Hello and welcome to part 8 of me teaching you how to get better at a certain Roblox game. This time, we have defend the statue. Now, you wanna know how to defend your statue without it genuinely explaining like what you just see right there. Well, here are tips and tricks of how not to manage it to be destroyed. So, in the beginning, you will be offered a sword and a disintegrax. Yeah. This will be your basic weapons in the beginning of the game, and you will need to use them if you start the wave. Now, once you have 6,000 cash, you need to spend it on a shotgun, because shotguns are always OP. You can also spend it on a fire sword, which is this one over here. You could, but I'm not suggesting you would do that yet. And then you get the better shotgun, which is the auto shotgun, which is one of my favorite weapons in the game, as basically it's a shotgun plus a minigun combined, kind of. Then you're easily gonna shoot out the giants in the later waves. They're the bosses. Now for the bosses, you will need to kill every single unit first, to then kill the boss, because the better score you get, the more money you earn at the end of the day. Then, occasionally, when you kill a troop, there are the ammo boxes that drop. Now, for some reason, when you pick them up, you can't pick them up easily. You need to specify a specific gun, then you can pick it up. In the boss battles, you either have the option to heal the statue every part of the match, every single wave, but especially in that wave, in the boss wave, because in the boss wave, the boss is going to aim primarily in the statue because he one-shots everyone. So you'll need to protect the statue as much as you can. So that's the first option. And the second option is to rush the boss. Now, of course, you would not need to do that unless you kill all the troops in the battle. Once you have done that, then you can start killing the boss, because again, more score equals more money at the end of the day. So then, once you've saved up, you can buy a chainsaw, or you can buy a master sword. But I would suggest you would buy a chainsaw, because it basically kind of one-shots every single unit, because it has a lot of fire rate when it hits enemies. It might do 80 damage, but because how the chainsaw works is basically, you basically do damage over time until the chainsaw stops, you can get it up to 2,000 damage, which is decent. Now for the bosses. For the armored boss, you will need to get everyone to attack him. One person needs to heal. And every single time, there needs to be one person that heals the statue. Otherwise, the statue might just be destroyed in a mere seconds. So everybody needs to attack the armored boss. One has to distract him, because if you destroy the armored noob's armor, he decides that he's gonna unleash his rage and try to go into the statue and legit just destroy it, because he is too mad that people have just legitimately destroyed his armor, because he thought that his armor was never going to be destroyed. So then, you will need to kill him as fast as possible, and then two people need to heal the statue. Now, for the aerial noob. So what you need to do against the aerial noob is at first he immediately gains damage because you are all shooting at him. But as soon as he gets to 27,000 HP, or like 3/4 of his HP, he will have armor. And you will need to destroy that armor. But in order to do that, you need to destroy the armor nodes. What I would suggest you do instead is try to destroy the fuel tank, because as soon as the fuel tank is destroyed, he immediately gets too little to no health, and maybe he slows down, perhaps giving you more of a chance to destroy him whilst not being hit. So then you can destroy him. Then you have this boss right here, the NBD captain. This idiot shoots out everyone and almost one-shots them all. It does not matter if you have a perk, which I'll get into later, that specifically makes you gain more health once you destroy a unit, because of course you're not going to destroy the unit immediately. So what you need to do is don't use the master sword against him. He will get more angry than he should. So instead you'll need to use a chainsaw against him, or you need to use a very powerful shotgun or a minigun of sorts. So then you will need 3 people this time to heal the statue, and the one that still distracts. So focus on healing the statue. Next boss, the tank boss. Now, Past the tank boss, I don't really know how to deal with because, of course, I'm not prepared to know about it because I've only played this game for 4 days. Did I scam you, basically? I don't know. So then, the tank boss. 2 need to distract because 1 will easily die because 1 tank shot will immediately kill him. Unless he has the potion, which in that case he gets 2-shotted, but that's still a lot of damage. So then, there needs to be people who have the anti-tank weapons. More specifically, the rocket launcher, the automatic shotgun, mage weapons, summoner weapons, which in the case if you have swords, it would actually be quite OP. So yeah. Now to the perks. Do I know how to use them? I don't really know how to use them, but what I can say is that they're OP if you know how to use them. So this gives you, restores me more health the moment I kill a troop. This one gives me more minion slots. There's also Vanity Perks, which are basically perks that, because it doesn't actually count for the slot. And then we have this, which you will not have to manually reload, which I don't get why it's really that useful, because, I mean, other than me being able to not forget that I need to reload my weapon, it doesn't give me anything else, which I don't think is really that useful, considering the fact that most of the player base does not have short-term memory loss. So, I think you have learned everything to become better and defend the statue.